Well, first of all, how you feel?
I'm good. I'll be good.
Headache?
Yeah, not too bad though. It looks worse than it really is.
How did it happen,
When Mason was driving, I was helping. I thought they called a foul on Chris. I have no idea why. He was playing great defense like he did all night. And then he kind of just stumbled. I think he just kind of stumbled and my head was down and his forehead hit my forehead.
You guys just talked about knocking them off, beating them twice in a row now, which I guess hasn't happened in quite a long time.
Yeah, it feels good. We knew we had to kind of pay them back for the whole thing that had happened last year. So we kind of had a chip on our shoulder going into this game. So we were able to come up with a win.
You're talking about their win here last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you guys could talk about Mason and Jordan after their shots, they went dancing around the court. You guys stayed under low-key generally the whole game. Did that help drive you guys forward, or did you just kind of brush it off and just play your own game?
I mean, that's not really our style. Is to jump up and down when we hit a shot or Jordan catches an alley. All right, that's great. Well, we're moving on. We're thinking about the big picture. It's great to get this win. We were just not trying to fold in that second half like we've done so much. I mean, we could be up 20, and that's like down 6 to another team lately for us. So, us four seniors, we really made sure that we stayed on them, and we kept a double-digit game the entire second half. So, as far as dancing around stuff like that, that's not our style.
Chris, this game seemed more intense, this rivalry game, than some of the other ones. Maybe more physical.
Yeah, it's throughout the whole game it was a chippy game. We knew coming into the game that they were gonna be talking trash and doing all that extra stuff. But we locked in. We paid attention to the task at hand, and we got it.
It's kind of weird. I look at it, you guys had only 12 assists on 28 baskets, which just seems off the road to me. But it seemed like you did a really good job moving the ball, drawing off the double teams, there were a lot of easy layups that you guys came up with.
Yeah, Chris Perez, he did a great job. We ISO'd him a lot, and Mason didn't really have many answers for him. And that was kind of like the game, get in the post, feed these guys in the post, because we knew their one-on-one defense, wasn't the greatest. So I think that's why our assist rate was low, because we were just attacking them one-on-one and being extremely aggressive.
Talk about the second half. They did actually come back within 8 at one point. What's the mindset at that time, after blowing leads recently in the second half? And what you do differently this time?
I mean, it's kind of been like the same story every game. Like, one of the time I mentioned it to the guys that we've been doing the same thing every second half. It happened to us at Iona. We was up 20 at one point. They came back, went up 6. So I think we want to become a championship team. We're going to have to play a lot better in the second half.
Chris, we talked about your defense yesterday, but today a couple big shots inside when they were kind of making those runs. Were you just trying to, make it a focus to be aggressive inside?
I mean, I knew he was going to hit some shots. He got to the free throw line and all that stuff, but I just trying to come down and just attack him and off him because I knew coming in that he just wanted to play the whole 40 minutes, so I was just very aggressive every time I got the ball on him one-on-one.
Jordan, you guys they don't want to control yourself on the inside, and sometimes that role changes between the two of you guys. Can you just talk a little bit about this game tonight with the 14 points, 11 boards, 4 assists? He had a big kick out to you early in the second half of the 3.
Yeah, he played like a beast. I knew every time I got the ball on the high-low that he was going to have his man sealed off, so that makes it pretty easy for me. They even started to double him, which left me open, and I was able to knock down 3. So, I mean, with him rebounding the ball like that and having that presence inside, it makes it real easy for everybody else.
Was that a mindset tonight? They're not the biggest team?
Yeah, that definitely was part of the game plan. Getting my points early and being aggressive, setting the tone, and becoming a post presence throughout the game.
Billy, what was going on between you and Myers?
I was a one-way thing. That's not my style. I don't really know what he was trying to do. He took a lot of cheap shots at me, but I'm not going to waste my time with that. It was about getting this win, so I'm not going to take my time and spend energy on talking trash to get him to continue to play.
Can you shed any light on what the team might have been for? Did he say something?
Oh yeah, he was talking. He had punched me right in the chest the possession before. That's when I went to the free throw line, and then he continued to talk trash as I run up the court.
Take one more for the guys.
Billy, after you came back out of locker room, your brother tweeted that your dad, kept you on the bench instead of bringing you in. How anxious were you to get back in there? It seemed like you looked at him right away.
Yeah, it's because my adrenaline was up. I wanted to be out there for my teammates because, like I said, we didn't want to, choke a second half lead. So I thought it was extremely important. I wanted to get out there and help these guys and battle with these guys and keep that lead up and make sure we win this game. I mean, that's why I was really anxious.
It seems like though when you were out of the game, it seems like they were still, keeping the same rhythm going, the lead
they
going.
did
Is that
great.
just a really nice feeling when you go out of the game for an extended amount of time? And
It's awesome. I mean, Chris Perez has really been in a great flow these past few games. And same thing with these guys. Jordan's been blocking everything in sight. And Chris just, he had the whole package today. He was, like Jordan said, a beast. And, we followed Chris's lead and behind Jordan's block shots, 3 balls, and Chris getting down low and getting those baskets on Mason. I think it was a really good collective effort. And, us 4 seniors, we stepped up tonight.